Area of effect. Area of effect tells you exactly where a spell or feature can actually hit in D&D 5.5e. Many spells and features create an area of effect. Those areas usually come in 6 shapes: cone, cube, cylinder, emanation, line, and sphere. Each area of effect begins at a point of origin, but not every spot inside the shape is automatically affected. If a straight line from the origin to a location is blocked by total cover, that location is left out. And if you place the area at a point you cannot see, but a wall is in the way, the point of origin appears on the near side of that wall instead. For example, a sorcerer casts a spell into a room beyond a closed stone doorway. If the doorway blocks the line completely, the spell's origin does not appear inside the room. It appears on the near side instead. Cone area of effect. Cone effects spread out fast, and that width rule is the important part. In D&D 5.5e, a cone starts at a point of origin and extends outward in the direction its creator chooses. As it travels, it spreads wider. In fact, at any point in the cone, its width equals its distance from the origin. So at 10 feet out, it is 10 feet wide. At 20 feet out, it is 20 feet wide. The spell or feature tells you the cone's maximum length, and unless the creator chooses otherwise, the point of origin itself is not included in the area. For example, a wizard releases a cone-shaped blast into a clustered group of enemies. The front ranks are hit by a narrower section, while the farther enemies might still get caught, because the cone widens as it goes. Cube area of effect. A cube effect is not centered like a sphere. It starts from one of its faces. In D&D 5.5e, a cube area of effect begins from a point of origin located anywhere on one of the cube's faces. From there, the area extends outward in straight lines to fill the cube. The spell or feature tells you the cube's size, meaning the length of each side. So a 20-foot cube is a full 20 by 20 by 20 block of space. And unless the creator chooses otherwise, the point of origin itself is not included. For example, a wizard drops a 20-foot cube effect into a crowded room. Anyone inside that block of space is in the area, even creatures above or below each other within that cube. Cylinder area of effect. A cylinder is one of the easiest spell shapes to picture, a circle that goes up or down. In D&D 5.5e, a cylinder area of effect begins at a point of origin in the center of the circular top or bottom. The effect then extends outward and vertically based on 2 measurements, its radius and its height. So if the spell says a cylinder is 20 feet high with a 10-foot radius, it affects that whole vertical space. And importantly, the point of origin is included in the area of effect. For example, a druid creates a radiant cylinder centered on the floor, centered on a group of enemies. If they are standing inside the circle and within the height of the effect, they are in the area. Emanation area of effect. Emanation is a new area of effect shape in D&D 5.5e. It spreads in straight lines from a creature or object in all directions. The rule that creates it tells you how far it extends. And here's what makes it stand out. An emanation usually moves with the creature or object at its center. So if the origin moves, the area often moves too, unless the effect is instantaneous or meant to stay in one place. Also, the origin itself is not included in the effect unless the creator decides otherwise. For example, a cleric creates a radiant effect that extends 15 feet in every direction from them. As they walk forward, the emanation moves with them and keeps covering the area around them. Line area of effect. If a cone spreads out, a line stays focused. In D&D 5.5e, a line starts at a point of origin and extends in a straight path. The spell or feature tells you exactly how long it is and how wide it is. That means a line can cut through multiple creatures if they are standing in that path. And unless the creator decides otherwise, the point of origin itself is not included in the area. For example, a dragon unleashes a lightning breath in a straight 60-foot line that is 5 feet wide. Anyone standing in that path can be hit, even if they are far apart. Sphere area of effect. A sphere is one of the simplest spell shapes. Pick a point, then measure out in every direction. In D&D 5.5e, a sphere starts from a point of origin and extends outward in all directions. Its size is measured by radius, which tells you how far the sphere reaches from that point. That means the effect expands evenly around the origin instead of firing in one direction, like a line or cone. And importantly, the point of origin counts as part of the area. For example, a wizard places a sphere effect with a 20-foot radius near a cluster of enemies. Anyone within 20 feet of that point is inside the area. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs quick TTRPG rules.